Fellow Nigerians across the globe, I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you, good night, depending on your time zone. I am still George Onibe, the last time I checked. I did not change my name. I don't fake my name. This morning, I want us to look at a message I simply titled, Sincerity is the key to achieving true unification in diversity as far as Nigeria is concerned. There is a term known as unity in diversity. Any prosperous nation today, most especially those of them, in fact, there is no nation that is not multicultural, multilingual. But the secret behind their success is always unity in diversity. And any nation that is not ready to be open to this idea, to this concept of unity in diversity, they are not going anywhere. And that is inclusive of Nigeria. And this is the main reason why we are doing what we are doing. And not everybody understands. But let me try to clear your mind. There are certain trending issues among Nigerians today. These issues, I consider them as a plague. They are disease, virus, ready to ravage all the ethnic groups in Nigeria. Everybody, nobody will be spared. But in a time like this, we have a role to play to identify that virus. Before it's as dangerous as Ebola, it can be clamped down. Before it's as dangerous as the HIV, the syphilis, the gonorrhea, and every other plague that has kept the human race on their heels, they will be checkmated. And undoubtedly, the madness of certain criminal-minded in Nigeria who call themselves Igbo Biafra cannot be overlooked. Let me remind you first of all, so you will appreciate where we are going to later on. We have not forgotten about the issue of Anyoma state creation. It's a threat. It's just a means to accomplish the ongoing cultural genocide against my people. I am Abo man, I am a Car man, and I'm not Igbo man. It becomes consigning, very, very consigning, that in a time like this, Nedi Nwokuru, who we are not very sure of his paternity, is coming to ask Nigeria to please dash us to Igbo people in the name of state creation. Not all of you understand the depth of damage that man is going to cause for Anyoma people. It does not matter whether you are Usimili, whether you are Nyocha, whether you are Inuane, whether you are Eka, whether you are Ndokwa. If we take this thing lightly, our children will cry thereafter. But believe me, this is one thing they will not survive. And if they did pull that bill through in our time, the Igbo Biafra people will wish that request was not made. They were in the old eastern region. This same hopelessness and shenanigan made people like the Calabar people in Cross River State, the Ikore people and other multi-ethnic groups in River State to thank God that they were removed from the old eastern region. Come to think about it. After the creation of River State and Cross River State, before the war or during the war, the people were happy. They started naming their community after liberation. And that is to tell you, somewhere along the line, Gowon saved them. You are Kalabari, you are Kereka, you are Ikwiri, you are Andoni, you are Oguni. Gowon saved all of you. All of you from Obubura, Uga, Butinapa, Calabar, all of you, Iyala. Gowon saved all of you. And this is because Gowon may have acted based on military intelligence, but he never had the full scope or idea of what is coming. And when we talk about Igbo unity, some of you begin to, it's normal thing, we have to unite. Unite to do what? Remember, I talked about unity in the last place, dual face of unity. But now, I want to give you another concept and idea of unity in diversity and why you must disassociate yourself from certain group of criminal-minded individuals. It does not matter how much they pretend, you will expose them. Recently, Chibuike Amechi was cited saying that Peter Obi was rigged out of office in the last presidential election. By implication, Chibuike Amechi, a Ikore man from River State, who have denied his Igbo identity, told Nigerians that everybody is aware that Peter Obi was rigged as far as River State was concerned. In other words, Wike helped Tinubu and INEC, all of them helped Tinubu to rig out Peter Obi. But most Igbo people will be happy about it. most especially Igbo Biafra. They will say, go and serve the zoo and come back in shame. They're rejoicing and looking at, oh, it's medicine after death. Why are you saying it now? But you are Igbo person. Chibuka Amechi is just playing the same game. He knows how to play it. It was convenient for him to say, I'm Igbo man, I am Igbo man. And when it was time to deny you, maybe Awusa will support him. Maybe Yoruba will come down for him. After all, it's Chibuka Amechi. He's going to now come back to look for how to catch you. But you people have become predictable and very pathetic, honestly. And then come and rejoice. Hey, the truth is coming out. Hey, because that is how they fool most of you. And today, you are not very sure where the next generation of your people are heading to. Because it's becoming obvious. It's now a global phenomenon. Everywhere, problem. Somebody just sent a video to me. An Igbo Biafra man threatening a South African woman that he will chase the woman out, or the woman should get out of Cape Town and go to one of the villages in South Africa. You see the audacity in another man's country. And these are the people who want to rule us. These are the people who want to unite with us. There are trending issues that we will not ignore in a time like this, because it is going to bring about change in our life. Change that we may decide who we are going to be for the rest of our life if we are not able to fight back. It's election time again. The obedient movement who is trying to metamorphose to coalition movement, all these political gangsters, they must go back to Asu Rock. They are not of my concern. I'm not going to stop any of them. But I appeal to fellow Nigerians. Once beaten, twice shy. We cannot deliberately allow them to be changing our destiny year after year, falling for the same trap. It doesn't make sense. And then maybe we are more stupid and foolish than they can even anticipate it. Because as it is now, they will start telling you what they want you to hear, what you want to hear. After all, the Bible says that in the end time, people will gather to themselves religious teacher who will tell them what their ancient ear want to hear. That is the greatest instrument of the undoing of the Igbo Biafra man. It just hyper them. Oh, Igbo Amaka, oh, Igbo are beautiful. They lose their mind. And this is exactly the same way most Nigerians on the political arena behave. The moment you begin to hyper, oh, P2B is the man, P2B is the man, we will forget the antecedent. We will forget about their past activities in this country. We don't want to take it personal. If we want to take it personal, we have information regarding all of them that they don't even know who we are or what we were doing. It's like when you make mention of some wealthy people. If we tell you where their father make their money, you will not believe. But they will know we know. And it will be on record. But let's leave them there. P2B is the holy man. P2B is ruling. Allow P2B to get to that Asu Rock. All of us Nigerians, our life will not remain the same again, including him and those sponsoring him. Because it is the same game. Just calm down a little bit and check. Has Nigeria ever gone better? This is a rhetorical question. Has Nigeria ever gotten better since you were born? From the oldest Nigeria to the youngest Nigeria. Has Nigeria ever improved even one step since you were born? The answer is hell no. In the early 60s, people were protesting that they need to be paid minimum wage of 420 naira. And so with all the wealth and resources of this nation, people were still protesting that they were poorly paid. And today, people are still protesting that even the 660,000 or thereabout minimum wage is still too small. We are still protesting. It gets worse. And those people who protested in the early 60s, if they were alive today, they will pity us. Because when they were being paid 160 naira or 120 naira as a minimum wage, you could afford a brand new motor for 4,000 naira. I'm telling you, a brand new car. I'm not saying we don't used to drive second-hand motor in Nigeria. You could afford a brand new trailer at 11,000 naira. This is Nigeria, even in the early 80s. But today, ordinary keke na pepe, ordinary the one they call shuttle bus, all of them runs into millions. And then compare the value of 120 naira to that of 60,000 naira. See the huge difference of misery among the two. And if we are not careful enough, we will continue yelling and shouting and crying without focusing on the problem. And so for Nigerians to attend to that level of unity in diversity, there are some truths we need to know. It's not going about create a state, carve out a state. All of them, they do fake unity. Now they form fake unity. You're just digging the grave of this nation. There is a way to unite. There is area we need to pay attention to. Election is around the corner. They have started deceiving you again. Don't fall for them. I have warned, or rather appealed to Nigerians, not because I'm APC and not because I'm Tinubu fan, but because we are preparing a way to put an end to this criminality within the corridors of power. It is not going to be the work of one man. After all, it's not the problem of one man. Number one is take a look at all the people at the corridor, pavilion of power. They are the same people. They were either one time in PDP or another time in APC, or they flow to Labour Party. Now they are jumping to coalition. They are all the same people. And if after all these years, 64 years on, they've not been able to distinguish themselves from this hulo-balo going all around the country, certainly they do not have solution to Nigerian problem. Tinubu is there already. Let it be a benchmark to putting an end to this political gangsterism. They have started again. They will give you condition to vote for you, who to vote for, who to deceive. These things does not foster unity in diversities. America today is where it is because they were able to understand what it means when you talk about unity. Not all this unity to conquer you. And so this morning I want us to look at that message I said. Sincerity is the only key to true unity in diversities of any nation, most especially as Nigeria. Now you will ask, what is unity in diversities? Unity in diversity is a concept, an idea where multiple ethnic groups, people with different cultures and traditions will come together. Come together to create allowance for each other's fault. Come together to tolerate one another. Come together for all-inclusiveness. Come together to incorporate one another into the same system. Not because they are one people, but because they are different people that need to live like one people in order to survive. I don't know if you understand what is unity in diversities. This is human. From my head to my toe, I'm just a man. But this is the hand of a man, not a man. My hand is the hand of a man, which is the entire body. And when you remove this hand from the body, it will bear his name. It becomes hand. But since there are other animals that are not human that have hand, you can only include man to make them believe that, oh, this hand belongs to man or human. It's applicable to the head. As far as they are separated, they have different names. That is when you get to certain conversation, they say everybody answer your father's name. As far as Nigeria is concerned, we may get to a stage where everybody will answer his father's name. And that is the more reason why we are doing what we are doing, so that nobody will give us their father's name. My father's name is Eka. Your father's name can be Kwiri. And then if your father's name is Igbo, Yoruba, or Hausa, deal with it and don't drag me into your father's name. Because I can be the head, I am not the tail. I can be the hand, I am not the leg. You can be the intestine, but you are not the heart. You can be the heart, you are not the liver. Not to talk of the vein, the blood, the spleen, the bone marrows, and the rest of them. These are some of the ways you should begin to reason if you truly believe in unity of one Nigeria. Having said this, the body must work in a coordinate manner. Of course, it will destroy itself. And that is why, at night, you go to bed. Those organs that seems not to be very active, you can't see them, but they are working very hard. While you sleep at night, their job is to maintain your body. That is when they work. Have you ever wondered why you wake up every morning so tired? I thought you were resting. So why do you wake up from rest and you are very tired? You struggle, you take time to come up alive. And that is because there are a lot of elements at work, even while you think you are sleeping. Almost 70% of your body makeup, that is when they work. They rebuild the blocks of life. They heal wounded tissues. They cleanse the liver, the organ. They sanitize you. And say the moment you wake up, you are refreshed. You have more power to move on. That is one of the areas you should begin to see how unity in diversity is. In the case of Nigeria, some people are the head. Let's assume Igbo is the head of Nigeria. Then Yoruba is the eye of Nigeria. And then Hausa is the mouth of Nigeria. This was one of the secrets why Bendel State, Midwestern region, remain undivided, remain permanently united. Until today, after many years, we still wish we were in the Midwestern region. We still wish we were still in Bendel State. Do you know why? Because we understand the true meaning, the concept and idea when it comes to unity in diversity. I thought Nigeria would have learned from them. Let me digress. The Midwestern region, as you know, it's one pole, less than a kilometer, different language. We never fought each other. Nobody was original. Nobody was inferior. Nobody knows it all. Even those who were supposed to claim that they are ahead humbled themselves and made themselves lower than even those who would have considered to be inferior. This is Bendel State for you. And after how many years of our existence, till tomorrow morning, we can still connect. Why? Because we understand the true meaning of unity in diversity. In those era, Benin were practically in charge of administration. And when I say Benin in this instance, I'm talking about both the Asian, both the, let's say the Orion or the Esak or the Ekboma, the Awuchi, the Urumi, all of them, though all of them, we never knew that they were different between them, but they knew. But as far as we were concerned, we call all of them Benin. Amazingly, Igbo Biafra are trying to divide them and then come and unite with me. It's a shame anyway. Let's go by that. And so when you look at administratively, the Benin angle handles it because the Bendel State will have three different frontiers. You have the one we call the Benin people, the Idu people, the Edo people, as the case may be. I just mentioned their category for you. And then on the other wing, you have the ones we refer to as the Ijo people. We have failed to see the difference between the Urubu and the Shekiri. Despite we know that there is a constant crisis among them, which is normal anyway. We know the Abraka, the Ole, the Patani. We know the Ijo people. As far as that concept was concerned, we see all of them as a Ijo. And so when I ask you, who are you? You say, I'm a Shekiri man. We say, nah, Ijo. You then ask another one, you say, nah, Shekiri man. So, nah, Ijo people. They handle the area of advocacy. Go and check. Majority of them are lawyers. And so when it comes to advocacy, we leave it for them. I know you used to hear where they say, Urubu na wayo. They will wipe your ass with the truth. They will confront you, challenge you, dismantle you. The Benin who is in charge of administration will be looking at you. And then you have the ones who say we are Nyoma. We are not one. We have Eka, Osimili, Ndokwa, and Anyocha. But somewhere along the line, they see all of us and we accepted it that we are Igbo. In an attempt to say we are not Igbo, that is when we form Anyoma. Ironically, it still sounds like Igbo. It's a plague. It's a disease trying to destroy who we are. And so they don't see you as anything. They see you as Bendel Igbo or Midwestern Igbo, which is not true. And one of the reasons why we are here. We handle, should I say, confrontation. So when you need people to come out, we will come out and we will address you. When we need people to talk, the Ijaw people or Urubu, Shekiri, as the case may be, will come out and talk. When it comes to administrative issue, the Benin people talk. That is unity in diversities. It's not as if we can fully blend into one another. But the idea or concept of unity in diversity enables us to know the following. Number one, you must respect everybody's culture. The Shekiri has a way of dressing. Benin people have a unique way of dressing. And certainly, Anyoma people have a unique way of dressing. Amazingly, the whole Anyoma, whether Anyoma, whether Osimilindokwa, Anyocha, or Eka, our mode of dressing, the dressing code is the same. Slightly different. Unity in diversity. But even when we present ourselves, you still see the difference signal that shows uniquely, this is an Eka man. Uniquely, this is Osimili man. Uniquely, this is Ndokwa man. We respected it. And when I dress up with Benin attire, even as people from the same region, Benin will be happy that I'm identifying with them. And my people will tell me, this one you dress like Benin man today. We are suspecting you. We make fun of it. But look at the truth. That culture is Benin culture. And when Benin man happen to dress like a car man, believe me, it's a fun. They give it to us. Believe me, when Urubu Shekiri decide to do the same thing. Respect people's culture. But why Nigeria is talking about unity, which most of the people talking about unity know nothing about, come to Bendel State and learn how to unite and stop criminalizing the whole process. But today, something happened. My son's school was trying to do cultural day. And he said they asked them in the school, only 3 dressing is allowed. If you cannot dress like Yoruba, you dress like Igbo. If you can't dress like Igbo, you dress like Hausa. And my wife was like, it's school now, leave school now. I said, which school? I know be Yoruba, I know be Hausa, I know be Igbo. And certainly my son is in Nigeria and is in that school. He will dress like Abo people. I dress him like Abo. When he got there, they called him. I said, this one is from Igbo. I said, no, it's not from Igbo, it's from Abo. And they wanted to put stop. I said, no, it's from Abo, it's not from Igbo. Is that the only 3 ethnic group we have in Nigeria? To destroy my own and promote your own? And when they see the vibration, that I was not joking, And another people knew this truth, were not happy with this thing. That was when all of them start bringing out their traditional clothes. So what happened to Urubu tradition? What happened to Ikure culture? Because they are on YouTube, Igbo dialect is Abo, Igbo dialect is Ikure, Igbo dialect is... Who told you that? Because we kept quiet. Ikure culture is not Igbo culture. And my culture is not Igbo culture. Deal with it. My value is not their value. Let's assume they are similar. Did I not tell you that in Anyocha or Anyoma, our dressing code is almost the same thing, but little similar? Nobody disrespect each other. And I wear Abo cloth. And some of them I see as Benin, the origin. Some of them I see as Ijo origin. And then I begin to claim it's Abo own. And when it's not Abo own, what am I doing to other people? How do you think we can bring the best of us? And so when you talk about unity, respect the people's culture. Some people back children at the back. Some people carry at the front. Some people back carry load. Like they went to farm to harvest cassava. They will back it. You don't mock them. This is their culture. You don't know what to do their head. Some people carry load with their head. Don't think they are Jackie. Respect them. Admire them. Love them. And that should be in the early 90s. On a missionary journey to a place in Adamawa State. They call it Mubi Hill. We got there. The people there were naked inside this Nigeria. And I tell you, some of you, if I told you that in 1996, 94, 96, that there are communities in Nigeria that are still going naked. That's a way of life. Just Adamawa State here, those of you from Mubi Hill, if I lie, just tell me I'm lying. Because we have to set up a church branch there. They have their culture. They have their tradition. And from what those communities told us about them, they don't get married. You want to born children, you go and hire. So their major wealth is their daughter. Anybody that gives birth to a daughter is wealthy. You go and hire a wife, born for you, you return her. And they were some weird culture, I should say. But they were happy. They were contented. They were not killing themselves. And you see, they were human. When I was in Lagos, I used to see people make mockery. The Yoruba will call Undi Igbo, Ajokuta Mamumi. And that is the Igbo man will swallow rock without drinking water. And normally it should not be there. But the Yoruba would not have done that, except Igbo person have called them Njofe Mano. And now maybe you're getting it. Yoruba love pamoye. And so they choose to eat plenty pamoye. And Igbo, because maybe they have pamoye, they are tired of eating pamoye. So they will mock Yoruba. Now Yoruba have a lot of drinking water. Go to Bar Beach and drink. So they drink plenty water. But Igbo don't have water. That is why Ikuri must be Igbo. So what do? They swallow food without drinking water. Let's go by that. But they're mocking each other. This truth will not have come out. Except somebody have set the balance already. So let's see it. So you wait, they talk, we keep you quiet. Now I make you talk past us. You don't get angry yet because we have not even started. And why am I saying this? The Igbo man mocked the Yoruba that they eat pamoye, Njofe Mano. And then the Yoruba person retaliates to the Igbo, Ajokuta Mamumi. And we are still pretending, our one love in Nigeria. The ones in the political arena, they are rejoicing. We, the people of one Nigeria. According to Ndibos, all of you are Njoshi, criminals. But all these teething problems, you are not addressing it. That is why the madness of Igbo Biafra has almost gone out of control. It's applicable across board. And yet we talk about unity. And even the system helped them to destroy minority. There was a time they celebrated Festac, celebration of art and culture. Please, how many ethnic groups did you people invite? Today, you hardly see the existence of other ethnic groups. You must respect people's culture. And so those of you going about claiming people's heritage, stop it. You are causing disunity. One of my brother made a post and said, where we come from as a Ka Abo people. When you are a great man, we call you Diken. Diken Kewo, not Odogun. But then you move to Igbo Biafra. When you are a great man, they will call you Odogun. Odogun is not Igbo language. Odogun is a Gala language. They stole it from a Gala. A Gala now don't have mouth on social media. They will not claim it. And you Igbo child now, you will think Odogu is your name because it sounds good in your ear. So you must claim it. So because you love my land, it belongs to you. And yet, you're looking forward to unity. Number 2, when you talk about unity in diversity, it is expected that we create a platform for all inclusive. Respect people's space. When you go out to do what you do, or learn from even the animal. Let me digress again. There is an adage in my place that onyeru alendo dama. It's just like when they say, when you get to the Rome, behave like the Roman. It's not because you are a Roman. So the Roman can feel safe in your hand. The Romans can hug you and, oh, you look like one of us. Have you seen a stranger speak your language? The joy that flows from within you is nothing to compare with. There were some Chinese people living in Abo, around Moka Street. Then they were born there, they grew up there, they've been there for as far as I can tell. I think recently they've gone back, generation after generation. When they want to marry, they go to their place, bring their wife, bring their son, bring their daughter, they marry there, they live there. They have a very huge plastic industry there. Why am I talking about them? When you go and knock, you see Chinese people come out. What you hear is, Aneno, Ndo, Kichoko. You can imagine the joy seeing Oyibo man, as we call them, speaking Abo. It's lovely. Just hear them speak Abo alone. They've made your day. Imagine they go to China and claim my language and speak it that is an advanced China language. We can't trust them then. We become suspicious of them. Incorporation. It is said, and it is still evidence today, go and buy a new fowl, native fowl to be precise, our native fowl. Take it to a new compound and release it. The first thing that fowl will do is to raise one leg up. And once it does that, it's trying to check if the people in that compound walk with 2 legs. It is when the fowl is sure that everybody walk with 2 legs, that is when they drop the next leg. This is animal. They say cat and dog cannot move together. But this depends when they are on their territory. But you go and buy cat and a dog and put them in the house together. You will see over time, because they have no choice, they become friends. You can see both of them on the same couch. Not very familiar, not very friendly, but they have no choice. They must remain there. But we're used to hear about cat and dog. Now they are together, the next minute they quarrel because they have no choice. There is even an adage in my place that says, Ewu pampa hoya lo kokoba alona. And I'm sure as Igbo man, you understand what I just said. Ewu pampa hoya lo kokoba alona. This is Abo language, a car language. But by implication, it is said that when you allow goat and a chicken to be sleeping in the same room, very soon they will begin to drag for bed. But most of you are born in heaven. We are born in America and Japan, so you won't know when you even think they plant goat and cow. How will you know what I'm telling you? So you are ignorant already. Nature has a lot to teach us. We don't just believe in the value of our ancestors. We practice to see why they say so. And when I was still younger, we have a store where we keep all our livestock, animal. And towards that kind of 7 in the evening, PM, you hear the goat and the fowl making noise. I asked my father, I said, why are they always making noise? He now told me the parable. I used to hear it, but I don't know what it really means. Because there is a bench in that place they sleep, because at night we take the bench and keep them inside there. One man fowl like to hang on that bench and sleep, and another he-goat like to stay there to sleep. So once they enter their house, 2 of them will begin to drag who owns it. Now imagine the size of a goat, and then imagine the size of a native hen. 2 of them are dragging. It's a letdown. It's a letdown to the goat. If the goat actually understands that he's the chairman, he go and position itself where the fowl will not want to come. And if the fowl is not overconfidence destroying the fowl, he will not be dragging that place with the goat. But the moral lesson I want you to get there now is they don't have choice. They must align. These are some of the things that increase, that brings about unity in diversities. We must learn, thirdly, to accommodate one another, which is almost the total embodiment of what I have told you. And the Bible will say, make allowance for each other's fault. But not when we know that you are always looking for fault. You are always the one causing problem. We will not make allowance for you. And so, if you are not ready to abide by these values, why are you deceiving yourself uniting one Nigeria? Because the last time I checked, the people who say let's divide one Nigeria because we cannot coexist want to die because they want to be Nigerian president. And ironically, they are the same people jumping up and down. Ikwere is Igbo, Abo is Igbo, Igodomigodo is Igbo, Ijebu people are Igbo Ijebu. That is why they call them Ijebu Igbo. What are people looking for? You are setting the balance. In Nigeria, if we have been able to develop our mind to this level of maturity, where irrespective of who you think is superior or fake, will come and appreciate them for who they are, this nation today will be the envy of the whole world. They will fear us. And those of you who are causing this confusion, believe me, you can deceive your people for a while, thinking you are fighting for them. But sooner than expected, it will dawn on all of you. There were times the Karuni, the Nipe, the Gware people, everybody in the north, they were happy in the north because of what the north was doing to the rest part of Nigeria politically. Today, I'm sure other regions cannot get involved in the killing happening in the north. Have you ever wondered who are they killing? Why won't this killing stop? Are you sure these people dying are Hausa or Fulani? Who are these people that are being assassinated on daily basis in the name of terrorist attack? And this is the same thing that will become the fate of our people if you subdue yourself to sub-Igbo group. Nigeria will ignore you when you will cry for saving. And while they are uniting you to conquer you, they are at the federal capital claiming you in toto. And when you hear about how many ethnic groups that are in the north, it will fear you. But once you say north today, you think TV is Hausama, you think Idoma is Hausama, you think Egala is Hausama. If you think these people are Hausa people, what will you think about Gwari Nupe, who are in the heart of the north? And so for some reason, some people squash other ethnic groups, destroy everything that they represent. And yet they tell you about unity. People who who value are different, and they are not trying to align with your value. They are the first to tell you, go to Rome and do like Rome. And this is where the main issue is, to value. When you are a Christian and I'm a Muslim, our values are not the same. And don't mock me that I'm a Muslim, and certainly don't mock me that I'm a Christian. The maturity that comes in here now is that your Islam tells you that I am an infidel. Some of you anyway, maybe not all of you. And then my Christian tell me that I should not equally yoke with unbeliever. And I saw one country, the infidel and the evil yoke. We have to deal with ourselves. What do we do? Kill ourselves for Allah or Muhammad or Jesus Christ? Which of them will give us an award in heaven? And who has received the award to tell us how it looks like over there? Sometimes, wisdom is the principal thing. In order get wisdom. The Yoruba people who have Muslims population as much as they have Christian population, including traditionalists, they have not finished killing themselves. They are having peace in their home. Because they respect each other's value when it comes to religion. Imagine if all these things you begin to implement them. You will not come here and tell me bullshit that I speak your language. My language you know nothing about. You will not come here and tell me bullshit that my culture is your culture. My land is your land. My name is your name. You'll be ashamed to say that. Or rather, you'll be proud we identify with you. But because of your interior motive. Oh, unity, Igbo must unite, Igbo must unite. But you are destroying Nigeria. And you forgot we are one Nigeria. You know, amazingly, we are studying the madness of these people and where they are heading to. And believe me, we are at the end of every tunnel waiting for them. I remember when we went to organize a rally under IPOB then in Ikempo. I was actually mandated to give the speech on that very program. And what I was required was to talk about unity in diversity. And they were talking about unity in diversities. And I was thinking about it recently. I said, but these people know what is unity or the benefit of unity in diversity. Why are they not taking advantage of the unity in diversity in Nigeria and do what they ought to do? Which means they have interior motive in everything they do. You can fall for them. But the end will justify the means. And so as a country, if we must attend to that level of greatness God has made for us, we must initiate the full concept of unity in diversity, emulating people like America among others. Value which is a major issue. Where I come from, we don't insult our fathers. And if for any reason it does occur, the people that will treat your fuck up, you will not believe it. There is a boy recently who was always harassing the mother. And the mother went to report to the community. They targeted that boy, make him born again. He became born again without going to church. This is where we come from. But you, where you come from, you insult your father. I have not come to judge you. Be insulting your father as your father loves it. But don't compel me to do what you are doing. Let's look at it. Now they cannot come on in a global radio and said, Ndibo Bondowa Borono. And no Igbo person spoke out against it. Till tomorrow morning, they are afraid. But you are not afraid of me. Because my mouth is not as wide as your own. You can imagine, I come out and say, Abo people are cursed. Ndi Abo Wondowa Buono. Ndi Abo Ndi Urugudu Abualen Onolono. My brother. I'm going to receive gentle talk. Oh boy, I hope you do okay, Sha. What do you even they talk? Say we know they understand though. You go explain tire. Because the hand that will touch you, you will not know that hand. But they will not take the laws into their hand. They will invite you. They will talk to you. Peradventure, you made mistake. Peradventure is Sofiono. That is why when you see all those scallywags saying, I'm Agbo people don't have sense, this and that one. Watch how they talk their body language. The one that says it with fear, reference, they are true Agbo people. Let them learn from our value. But the one that talk rubbish, they are not our people. These are my values. You will not lower it. We will not go allow you. Your side money na water. My side money no be water. Money na paper. We use money. Money don't use us. Deal with it. You look at the average northern man. They don't believe much in furniture. They could bring their mat and put on the ground and sit there. Yet they own flicks of trailers on the way. But in their house, they don't have a single furniture. It's not as if they cannot afford it. It's not their style. But believe me, those same people can wear one agbada that costs billion, which most of you cannot try in your life. Respect them. Respect them. And you, that, yes, you live in glass house, we respect you. But don't tell us that live on the tree that we are stupid because you don't know our relationship with glass. This is value. Your people eat snail. My people don't eat snail. Why don't you respect it? Where my wife come from, they don't eat snail. And I love snail. And there are several foods they don't eat, and I love it. And we are in the same house. How do we manage it? You make allowance. I've said it in one of my broadcasts. Where my mother come from, they don't eat cocoyam. But me and my father will love it like life. How do they manage it? The concept of unity in diversities. So fellow Nigerians, our work is simple. We are here to expose the mischievous people among us and create a enabling environment where Nigerians can engage into true concept and idea of what unity in diversity is all about. If not, you see inside this Nigeria handed over to us, all of us, we go here. Look at Kemi, who is now a London politician. Simply forgot who. You see, I'm in London, I am now in London, I am now in London. I thought these people are terrorists and imperialists and colonial criminals. You are proud to associate with them and identify with them. But these are because of the information at our disposal. Because if you come to think about it, if you like condemn your people, if you like destroy your people, a day will come, you will see what you have done to yourself. The colonial master came here, the imperialists, the true terrorists invaded Africa, and of course so many other continents. And I was listening to one of them grant interview on BBC. He was telling them, because they were asking him, how will you check the value of your ancestors? What they did to Africans? And the politician said, anyway, I cannot condemn the values of my ancestors. And then he blab and blab and blab and blab. But I gave it a deep thought. Who sold black to them? Black sold black to them. We were the ones selling our people to them. Although they did kidnap a couple of our people. But we betrayed our people to them. And after the era of slave trade, who gave us freedom? Who gave us freedom? The same people abolished the slave trade and say, no, it's inhuman. So how do you think God will judge in your favor when you started the selling of your people and they put an end to the selling of your people? How will you convince God to think you are reasonable enough when you tell me that I am inferior, that I am a scam? As an Agbo man, I am not a majority, I am a scam. And all these years you people do this thing. How do you think God will look favorable on Nigeria? When you tell me you have Wazobia, 3 major ethnic groups, when you are very sure you have not meticulously taken record of our digital or numeric figure. How did you come about that? If the Igbo, for instance, occupy 5 states, which is not even as big as only Delta State, let's assume that is the yardstick. Why not give Igala people 5 states? Because the last time I checked, they are in 5 states. Why not give Idoma people 5 states? Because the last time I checked, they are in 6 states. Why not give Anyoma people 5 states? Because the last time I checked, we are more than 7 states. Why not give us, let's know who is majority and who. This scam is over. But fellow Nigerians, the truth may not fall in your favor. And if you believe your people are the one causing this problem, get angry and drop your insult. But if truly, as a human, you believe in unity and diversities, you believe in all Nigerians coming together and deal with our demons, because we have all been wounded and somewhere along the line we must heal ourselves. Begin to detach yourself from all these criminals. Coalition is fake. And Yoma state creation and almost 70%. All those states you people are creating from South, all of them are fake. That is not a true presentation of unity and diversity. Create Anyoma and give to Ndibu is a scam. Force unity, sponsored on social media, Ikwere Isibu, all of them is a scam. They are against the ethics of unity in diversity. I know it will not make sense to you. But those of you who are threatened by these activities, don't shield your sword. Don't keep quiet or calm for them. Anywhere you see any post, they tell you you are Igbo. As a Nyoma man, tell them you are not Igbo. Because if they truly embrace the concept and idea of unity and diversity, they're not thinking anybody in America is claiming to be America or not to be America. They could ask you, which part of America? North America, South America, Colombia, America, to go to America, America. America is America the last time I checked, because they've outgrown that stage. I will not compare us to them, but they did learn to one day. Let us learn. You that is Igbo, deal with your Igbo. You that is Yoruba, deal with your Yoruba. You that is Hausa, deal with your Hausa. You that is Fulani, deal with your Fulani. And allow we that are minorities, names too numerous to mention, allow us to answer our Father's name. We are all Nigeria. We are all one body. But certainly some of you are the eyes, some of you are the nose, some of you are the mouth, some of you are the liver, some of you are the kidney. Please be the one that you are. In case you don't know, go and check the name they tag your state. I am Delta State, the big heart. In other words, the Okpokpo scatter. And when Nigeria want us to help them stop all the Okpokpo scatter, let them know we will do what we are born to do, what we are meant for. Go to Edo State. They call them the heartbeat. They pump the blood. Allow them to pump the blood. Check every Benin person that have been, Edo State man that have been in power. At every walks of life, all of them serve the interests of this nation, because they are heartbeat. They must pump blood to every part of the body, or else that body will die. Till tomorrow morning they are still pumping blood. Did I name them? What about Benue, food basket of the nation? Is it a lie? Which state in Nigeria far more than Benue people? Forget about food coming in the north. Call them individual states. Let's hear. Call them individual states. But those people who tag these nations, they were sincere. And I applaud them. Come to River State, they will tell you it is a treasure base. Now lie. Is it a lie? And then you go to Lagos, they tell you it's the center of excellence. Be sincere. Is it a lie? Only Abuja that may be a lie, center of unity. Because of criminal-minded people, Abuja cannot truly say it's a center of unity. Except it's Tinubu that is trying to make it center of unity. Because otherwise, Wike should not be FCT minister. Because the same people feeding on the misery of our people, we tell you that Wike is not from the north. He can't be FCT minister. So it's strictly for Hausa people. But my oil is not strictly for Hausa people. Don't tell me about unity when you know nothing about the concept and the idea of what is known as unity in diversities. You keep quiet, nobody will speak for you. And most people who do what they do against you will think or be justified in their own eyes because they did not hear from you. And fellow Nigerians, don't judge us until you know our own part of the story. We're just looking forward to a nation we can all be proud to call our own. All those of you going about causing rubbish, confusion, problem for other Nigerians, Don't worry. We'll beam your satellite on you. And those of you who are cashing cruise with the emotion of the people, all you can do, bad government, in Nigeria is not working because of bad government. I never won't call on our name. And I'll be part of the problem. Bad government, Nigeria is not working, they are this one, they are killing people. We just the watch on. At the right time, everybody will collect. And this is where I bring the broadcast on in. I'll go and see if there's any insult, I collect the insult. But I say Nigeria, wherever you are, go and study unity in diversity, its value. Maybe I will make a comprehensive details and post it after this broadcast, so you know what it means, what it entails, what it takes to talk about unity before you come and unite your father and your mother. Of course, there is no comment this morning. Maybe it's a Facebook issue, but then I will respond to the comment later on. Everybody respect other people's space, respect their boundary. Tomorrow is another day. We are here, but like I said, beware of coalition. Yes, beware of Igbo unity beggar. Beware of people who want to rip you off. Wike have told you now that Chibuka Amechi have told you now that the Riga Peter will be out of politics. Beware of people like that. We will gather everything they have said before and bring it for them. They thought Igbo people were like him. Oh, Igbo people, they want to catch Mugu. Come and clap for him. Instead of him to look for how to come back on track, make himself politically relevant. Instead, they prove Jagaban. Tell Chibuka Amechi, his time is up. Except somewhere along the line, let him go home and sort himself out with his brother. Maybe they can be able to make a comeback. You see that wicked they want to destroy? Bring wicked down. Bring wicked down. You will see what is truly the meaning of once upon a time. I think Calabar man now is your governor. Deal with it. Deal with it. Now he's going to conduct local government election for you. Whose interest is he protecting? Unity in diversity.